Today we're going to be talking about student resources. So any college is going to have an orientation portion before you start your classes or come into campus. So make sure you're paying attention to the orientation. They will say a vast amount of information, and it is a lot, but it's really important that you take notes and pay attention, because a lot of that information you're gonna need it at some point while you're in college. During orientation, you will most likely meet a lot of staff and faculty, and just make a good impression when you meet them. There will be a campus tour, depending on what college you are going to. It will depend whether you want to take that campus tour. For example, since most of you all have been to UW-Madison already, maybe you don't want to take the campus tour, and it's an option not to be part of the campus tour, but it's highly recommended since you're going to be seeing it as a actual student instead of a prospective student. They're going to talk about student expectations, what they expect from you as a Badger or any other kind of student for any other school, so make sure you're paying attention to those things. And in orientation, you will get to meet a lot of other students who are starting out just like you. So get to know all of them, not all of them, but get to know a good amount of them so that you can start off with some friends or some people that you actually know, so when you're walking around campus, you actually can say, hey, I know you. Go to class. That's super important, obviously, but most classes do have an attendance policy, whether it is they just need to see you in your seat, you have to be there for every single class, or maybe you only have to attend 90% of the classes, but they do have an attendance policy, and it's attendance policy for people like face-to-face, and attendance policy for virtual classes or Canvas attendance. So make sure that you are paying attention to both so that you can have that taken care of. It's also really important to go to class because they have really important information in the lectures. Just like in your classes in high school, your teachers and professors will tell you really important things while you're sitting in class in the lecture. It might not be on Canvas or in any other platform, but they will tell you on the lecture. So it's really important that you go to class so that you can get that information. And if you're not going to class, you're ultimately wasting your time and your money. So keep that in mind when you're skipping class or deciding not to go because you're tired or because you don't want to, you don't like the class. That's just a waste of time and the money that you're putting into your classes, your room and board, or like the people money that they are spending on you. Take good notes. Obviously, it will improve your listening skills and will develop a system that works for you for actually going back and studying later. So make sure that you are working on those note-taking skills in high school right now, and keep working on them as you move through college. Different professors will have a different way of giving lectures and providing information. So working with what the professor is giving you and utilizing that to make the notes work for you is super important. You want to get extra help when you need it. So there are a lot of options for you to get tutoring and other types of help at UW and other places. But here at UW, you have the academic coaching and tutoring services, which are provided for all students. So you just have to make an appointment and go there, and then you can get some tutoring services. There's also GUTS, which is the Greater University Tutoring Services. They are another tutoring service provided here at UW-Madison. The People Scholars Office will also have more information about other services that they can provide for you, like one-on-one tutoring with other peers that are people scholars, or anything else that could be helpful for you being a people scholar. So talk to your advisor at the People Office to get more information if you need a tutor in a specific subject. All universities will have some sort of writing center, and here at UW-Madison we have the writing center. So if you need any help with referencing, citations, APA, or whatever other type of style of writing that you need help with, they can help with that. They can also help you brainstorm and do all of the writing process for your papers. You should definitely check out office hours for your classes. Sometimes professors have office hours. If not, their graduate students, which also help teach the courses, have office hours. Make sure that you go to one of those student office hours. They're really helpful for you, but also to meet the grad student or the professor teaching the courses, and get a different perspective on the class. And also, if it's a large lecture hall style class, then you can meet one-on-one and actually make a good impression and maybe get a reference letter at some point. There is department-specific tutoring, like I said. You would have to talk to your advisor at that major to get specific tutoring for that department. But that's also a thing that's available in any campus, so talk to them. And there's also group tutoring available. There's a lot of tutoring basically, and it doesn't hurt to go ask your advisor, your people scholar, or just go to one of the offices dedicated to tutoring to help you get the best tutoring services for the subject that you're looking for. Alright, so you can also find a great spot to study. This is super important because there's lots of places to study at UW-Madison and other colleges, but you want to find the sweet spot for you. So that means checking out the time, when do you study the best, the location, is it an open library with lots of noise, or do you need to have a quiet place to study? Do you want to be alone or in a group? And the noise level. So all of these things really matter when you're in college. And you'll see once you go to college library or any other library on campus, they're all different. So finding that one place that you are happy studying and you'll retain the most information is really important. So check out all of those libraries and find the place that fits you best. And that's all I have for you.